everyone, and welcome to episode 9 of Hangout with ST. She's Alyssa.
And he's Hairianto. And Hangout with ST is a weekly news bulletin where we bring you top stories of the week.
That's right, anything that is local to everything that is happening around the world.
And as always, we are coming to you live from the ST newsroom. So do leave your comments. We might just read it out during the show. Just say hi.
Yes. So Alyssa,
yes,
it's your turn now to explain what is our theme for this week.
Okay, so for episode 9, I'll give you 2 clues.
Okay.
The first one is pay attention to the colours that we're wearing, primary colours.
Yeah.
Although, primary
so
colours.
there's white, red, blue,
Although
yellow.
we're missing green, but that's not a primary colour. But anyway, second clue is tech company. Third, and I'll give you a special one. Okay, third clue is a product that's going to come up later, so you'll see.
Yes, correct. So that is the clue of it. And of course, this week, Alyssa, I think we're going to be talking about a few topics, right? First up, we're going to be talking about the new Chief Executive Officer of SMRT.
And also the outrage over a $10 fuel bill.
And last but not least, of course, we'll be talking about Google Assistance with a local touch.
Yeah, hint of local flavour.
Yeah, and of course, we'll round things up with our top Facebook comment. This week it's a bit different. It's same but different.
Same but different, yeah. You'll find out.
You'll find out later. Okay, so I think we can say hello to people.
Already?
Let's see. Yeah. You know, people are saying hello.
Okay. So Aloysius O says, hello, how are you? We are great. My palms are sweaty. My knees are weak. Arms are heavy.
We hope you are doing fine as well. And then we have Johnny who says hi, Hui Li, Dawn, Jordan, Silvano.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Keep your comments coming in as well. Okay, you know, Alyssa, I think news has been buzzing, right? Ever since Tuesday night, we broke the news. Our Straits Times senior transport correspondent, Christopher Tan, broke the news that the current CEO of SMRT will be stepping down. That is Mr. Desmond Quek, and he will be replaced by Mr. Neo Kian Hong in August.
That's right. So we did want to have Christopher Tan on the show, but unfortunately he's away overseas at the moment. So it's alright, we'll just share what he broke in the article. So a background first on Desmond Quek's tenure right, at SMRT. So he came in at a time where the infrastructure was aging. And although there were maintenance works planned before he came in, he had to settle that.
Yeah, correct. Had to settle all that, right? And of course, during his tenure as well, we know that there were breakdowns and delays. And one of the major ones, of course, is in July 2015, and that affected the North-South East-West line. And about 500,000 commuters were affected at that time. And of course, the unfortunate accident that happened in 2016 with 2 technicians, you know, as they were dispatched out to attend to a fault at the Pasir Ris MRT station. And I remember that, Alyssa, because we were on course at that time in 2016 when the news broke.
And also, the Bishan train station tunnels were flooded due to lapse in maintenance last October. And 1 month after that, in November, there was a train collision at Joo Koon station, which injured more than 30 people.
Although, you know, at the time there was a bit of a boo-boo, right?
Yeah, because they used the word in contact.
Yeah, when in fact, you know, it's more than that because people were injured, right? But of course, bad news aside, you know, during his tenure as well, Mr. Quek did see some good sides as well, right? Improvements. He oversaw the replacement of several major components on the aging system, such as the power supplying third rail and the signalling system. And
he also implemented the new rail financing framework where the government assumed ownership of all the rail assets.
Correct. And you know, in Chris's article, you know, he wrote, observers are indeed hopeful that Mr. Neo, an ex-general, can hit the ground running due to his track record of handling crises. Now, he dealt with the 2003 SARS epidemic and managed to contain the fallout, and in fact, you know, was very transparent with the public on how the government was dealing with it.
And he also handled the 2015 Mount Kinabalu quake quite well, where 6 students and a teacher from Singapore were killed.
You know, of course, having said all that, there are challenges for Mr. Neo that he has to face and tackle when he enters SMRT. In fact, there were also targets, right, that were set up.
So he some of the targets were making sure the train system, the trains are 3 times as reliable by 2020, making sure that any major delays, well, they lessen the number of major delays. Anyone that's exceeding more than 30 minutes, right?
Correct. And also there were, you know, mentions about deep-seated cultural issues, right? In
was a bit
SMRT.
vague.
Yeah, it's a bit vague, but you see Professor Hong Hai, former MP, who also chaired the Transport GPC, did say this: the woes of SMRT cannot be attributed to any particular CEO or minister, but to an accumulation of errors in technical management and corporate strategy over many years.
And he also added that SMRT should also avoid past mistakes, such as neglecting people development within the organization. So that sounds a bit like corporate culture.
Corporate culture, you know, and how things are in SMRT with the people as well.
But most importantly, Mr. Neo needs to regain the public confidence.
Yeah, I think that is most important, because I think people are getting a bit upset and all that, but I think he would be able to do a good job, right? I guess.
I hope so. I hope so.
What do you think? Let us know in the comments section, you know, with this handing over of the portfolio to Mr. Neo. Once again, we are coming to you live from the Straits Times newsroom, and this is episode 9 of Hangout with ST. I think we can see comments. Do we?
Comments?
Do we have any comments here?
Alright, so Melly Veer asks, how long will he last?
Right. Okay.
Who knows? Hopefully a long time.
Yeah, we will see that. And then what else?
Okay, and Kah Hin says Neo's experience is not related to transport.
Well,
it's stating the obvious. Okay.
Yeah. Then again, you know, we'll see how it goes with that. And I think a lot of people are saying hi as well to us. We have Theresa, Mali, Max, Fanisa saying have a good Thursday. Now we hope you guys are having a fantabulous Thursday as well. Also, okay, let's see. We have one more.
Okay, so Ziyong says, so thankful this isn't premium content. Oh, so do share with your friends.
Yes, do share with your friends. And again, you know, if you are working and you know you cannot watch us, just keep us in the background, you know, just listen to us. Although I know, you know, it's so much more fun to see us, right? But yeah, just keep us on the background and just hear us talk about our top stories of the week.
Okay, so we just talked about SMRT's new CEO. The second news that we're going to talk about is the BMW driver, right? So there's this whole issue that, you know, it was a $10 fuel bill. But he got more than he bargained for.
Correct. In fact, you know, it was said that the pump attendant apparently misheard him and thought that he wanted a full tank, so he pumped $135 worth of fuel. Yeah,
and some netizens were very quick to pounce on the driver and smear his reputation, like, how can he drive a BMW and then not afford $135 fuel
and
bill?
they even posted up his personal details online as well, and people were harassing him on his mobile and even at his workplace. Okay, Alyssa, let's try this, okay? I will try to say and see whether you hear $10 or do you hear fuel tank.
Okay, I'll close my eyes.
Okay, you close your eyes. Fuel tank.
Fuel tank lah. Okay lah, so all this, and the thing is that all this happened before anyone even heard the driver's side of the story. So the BMW driver, he did tell a few papers.
Eventually, right, he came out,
he did tell a few papers, including the Straits Times on Monday, that he requested for only $10 worth of fuel because he was due to trade in his car that same day. So obviously you don't need a full tank, right?
I think it's really scary, right, you know, to have this online lynch mob just coming to you like that, especially when, as of now, it seems to stand, you know, he says that he didn't do anything wrong.
And we are all third parties in this. We weren't there also to hear. We were, you know, I don't think anyone has the full story.
Full story of it, right? Okay, so this is it, right, Alyssa? If let's say you were caught in that situation where you are in the queue and then you see this heated exchange in front of you, right, between the man and the attendant. You know, what would you do?
If I was really affected by it, maybe when I see a friend later, I'm saying, you know, that there's this guy there, I'll just say it, share it verbally to a friend, like a by the way thing. But I don't know if I would
post it online.
Spend all that energy going online. And also, I wouldn't know if I would approach him in person and say, hey, that's not nice.
Correct. You see, so that's what netizens did, right? In particular, that post, you know, that went viral. She took the pictures and then she wrote a post on it, you know, without getting all the information, as it were, right? But honestly, also, you know, looking at it, I suppose, you know, from what was mentioned, it was a heated argument or heated exchange at least, right? I suppose, you know, he could have handled it better. Could he have handled it better, you reckon? You know?
Probably. Maybe, I mean, we wouldn't know,
yeah,
but
we wouldn't know. Yeah.
We are guessing based on the car he drives that
correct.
Maybe forking out $135 wouldn't be as
painful as compared to the palm attendant.
Yeah.
Correct?
But who knows? Who knows, right?
Who knows? Who knows? But in any case, like what you say and what you mentioned as well, you know, we don't know the full story. We are a third party to this, you know, unless if we did ask from both sides, then, you know, probably we'll have a better understanding of it. Okay. Yeah. But what we do know is that, you know, this cannot be classified as deliberate online falsehood. It is, you know, just quite irresponsible because there are consequences for persons involved.
Definitely. There are other cases where people even lost their jobs because of the lynch mob. So in 2012, if you remember Amy Cheong, she made racist comments about void deck weddings and the Malay divorce rate. She lost her job, ex-NTUC, if I'm not wrong.
Correct.
She went overseas.
She went overseas.
And
then there was another one, right?
Yeah, in
2014, Anton Casey, where he called public transport users poor people. Right?
So that's kind of true. I'm kind of poor.
He went overseas as well. So there are consequences when you pass off slurs like that or remarks like that, right?
Yes.
So, you know, why not just be gracious about it and then really just be careful.
And also forgive and move on, right?
Yeah, right. Let us know what you think about this. You know, what would you do if you were caught in the same situation where you see a heated exchange like that happen? What would you do? Would you have done what they did? You know, would you try to stop it? Would you try to mitigate it? You know, what would you have done as a bystander? And again, like we said, you know, if you were the person who was caught in that situation, if you were the guy, you know, could you have handled it better? You know, have a discussion maybe with the petrol station and then the palm attendant and see what is the best way to work things out. Right?
I think we can look at some comments. So Nancy Hoon says, please urge Facebook users not to go for judgment too quickly at the first instance. At a post on news, listen to two sides of the story. Definitely wise. Thank you.
Correct. And then Fu Jason says, back on track is the utmost importance above anything else, inclusive of deep-seated cultures and rank and file. And then, let's see.
Derek Sell says, give and forgive.
Yep. Okay, so Yi Tian Kwan said, in principle, where should the responsibility lie if such a problem occurs? Should customer pay for a service staff mistake, regardless of the age? If no, then stop pulling the Be Compassionate card. Toot! I can't say that on air. Yep. So,
food for thought.
Food for thought, right? Let us know. And for those of you who have just joined us right here, we are coming to you live from the Straits Times newsroom. And certainly leave your comments. And we talked about the BMW
$10 fuel thing.
Yep. And then we also talk about the outgoing of the CEO of SMRT, and he's being replaced in August. Right. Moving on. Alyssa.
So I noticed that's the iPhone X, right?
Yes.
All right. So I know you've been pretty enamored with your phone. You keep going on and on about it. My gosh. But how impressive is Siri? Because I had an iPhone before, and I was very excited with Siri, but it didn't do very well.
Oh, okay. So when Siri was first rolled out a few years back, I was excited. Okay, I mean, it could do everything, right? Almost everything. You know, I don't need to go onto the web to search for things. You know, I can just say, "Hey Siri, you know, find me the nearest petrol station."
Yeah.
Right. Or I can go like, "Hey Siri, call Alyssa."
Right.
And then you know, it will go through. But the only problem I had with Siri was sometimes it's not sensitive to accents.
Okay.
Right. So it cannot understand what I'm trying to say.
Singaporean accent.
Yeah. And it will misinterpret instructions. So if I were to ask about petrol station, probably it will give me a completely different thing altogether. Yeah, that was quite frustrating. Miscom. So after a while, you know, I just said, you know what? I'm just going to do without it. So I've done without Siri.
So safe to say Siri is not very good with Singlish or Singaporean accent.
I suppose it's just not sensitive.
Well, you might be impressed instead with the Google Assistant because it's got quite a lot of, it's got a very good ear for Singaporean accents. Google Home was just launched in Singapore yesterday. Yep,
and voice recognition technology was quite hit and miss when it first came out, but now it seems very sophisticated with Google Assistants. Now, our tech journalists Lester Heo and Sam Jo from Stir put the gadget to the Singaporean test, and the results are pretty interesting, so take a look.
Okay, Google, tell us a Singaporean joke.
Which part of Singapore has the most gravity? I don't know which one.
Newton.
So lame. Okay, I got a trick question.
Yep, go for it.
What is Singapore's favorite hobby?
I might need to queue up to find out.
Oh! Can you understand Singlish?
This is Google Assistant speaking. I'm very helpful one.
Google.
You want me to set reminder? Also can. Search for movie times. I do for you. Singapore weather always hot, but I can check if going to rain or not.
Oh, wow.
Quite good, right?
Quite good, yeah.
Good. I love the jokes.
Yeah. So for a full video of it, it's on our Facebook page. You can just go on to Straits Times Facebook page and you can search for the video. And in fact, yesterday, if you had followed our Instagram story on our Instagram, that is Straits_Times, you would have noticed that we tried it out as well, the device.
We did.
And for today, we have
Google Assistant.
the Google Assistant. Okay, let's try. Let's try this.
We're going to try 3 questions.
Okay, we're going to try
right?
3 questions.
Okay, can I go first?
Okay, you go first.
All right. Hey Google, what's the weather going to be like later?
In Toa Payoh today there'll be thunderstorms, with a forecast high of 28 and a low of 26.
Not bad. So it knows that we're in Toa Payoh. Yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, it is quite, a good day because it's just cooling, right? Okay, next one. Hey Google, can you tell us a joke?
Okay, here you go. What is ET short for? Well, his little legs don't help.
What?
What is little ET? What is little? I don't know.
Okay, why don't we try another joke?
I don't get it. Singaporean joke, Singaporean joke.
Okay, hey Google, can you tell us another joke?
Here we go. Last night I was gazing up at the stars and thinking to myself, where's my roof?
We had better jokes yesterday, right?
Okay, pick up line.
Okay, pick up line. Okay, you go.
Hey Google, can you tell me a pickup line?
Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? If so, I can find you the nearest doctor's office.
I thought it was going to say that I'm an angel.
But we had good ones yesterday.
Yes.
So the one that we had yesterday was the coconut tree, remember?
Yeah.
Why did the coconut tree get struck by lightning? Because
it
swayed. Yeah, swayed,
okay.
Right? Okay.
Alright, so anyway, since we're talking about Google Home, viewers might be interested to know that we have a good deal for subscribers. New subscribers who sign up with ST from tomorrow for the Straits Times All Digital package or the All Digital and Print package will receive a free Google Home Mini. Just to be clear, that was the Google Home. The Google Home Mini is smaller, it's like a pebble.
It's like a pebble. But you can still get the Google Home as well. All you have to do is just top up $79 to receive the Google Home, which is a bigger unit, as you can see, and has better audio quality.
So apart from getting it to tell you jokes and pick up lines, you can also use it to listen to news and podcasts from, of course, the Straits Times, the Business Times, and also SPH Radio's Money FM 89.3.
Correct. But it cannot play as yet. Hopefully it can eventually, right? Hangout with ST. Yeah, so you still have to come on to Facebook to watch us.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, that's the joy of it, right? To watch us.
I hope people do enjoy watching us.
Okay, anyway, for those of you who have just joined us, we are coming to you live from the Straits Times newsroom, and this is episode 9 of Hangout with ST. I think we can see comments.
Take some comments, right?
Let's see. Derek Xiao says, yes, somehow someone needs to stand out and settle the misunderstanding. Problems can be resolved, but not troubles. Okay. Let's see.
Is anyone impressed with the Google Home?
Yeah.
Okay, this is not a product plug lah. I mean, it's just that we are so genuinely like.
Correct. Yeah, we impressed by it, and we wanted to try it as well.
What do you think of the jokes also?
Yeah, and on that note as well, if let's say you've had your hands on the Google Home, right? Let us know what is your experience with it, right? And what are some of the questions that you have asked Google Home as well? Share it with us as well. Okay, let's see. Chisao says, SPC palm attendant quite friendly, even helped to clean and wipe my windows. Okay. Nancy Hoon says, some petrol pump attendants can be rather hasty from my own experience. They assume it's full tank 10 out of 10 times.
It can't be helped if, it's who knows how many customers they see every day asking for full tank.
That's true. But in any case, keep your comments coming in with all the 3 topics that we've talked about. Especially let us know with your experience with the Google Home, and especially when you've already signed up for our digital package and you've got your Mini, let us know how that goes. Okay, Alyssa, are you ready?
I'm ready for the last segment. because I'm the defending champion.
Oh my God.
I know we had a debate whether or not I really won last round, but you give it to me because you're such a gentleman, right?
Correct, yeah. Okay, so basically, you know, Alyssa is the defending champion for our Facebook challenge, right? And this week, of course, you know, to help us score, we will be calling, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please put your hands together to welcome Judge Joe!
Okay, so if your eagle, careful,
Judge Joe.
If your eagle-eyed, there's something a bit different with Judge Joe.
Okay, he's trying. He tries. So it's a different, if you notice, this is a different Judge Joe.
You can see. A bit more wild.
A bit more wild, this Judge Joe. So new Judge Joe, you know what you need to do, right? Okay, very good. Awesome. So basically, we're just going to go down to it. So,
he's balding at the back.
Okay. So I will go first because I'm the contender, right? Okay.
Right.
So this is my first comment, Alyssa and Judge Joe. Former Chief of Defence Force Neo Kian Hong to take over Desmond Quek as SMRT CEO on August 1, following global search for successor. So basically, this is the whole takeover, right? Wei Xiang says global search should change to army search. Why? Okay, fine.
That was quite obvious lah.
Okay. Go.
Alright, so mine, Judge Joe. Traffic police cars now feature new blinkers and siren for covert enforcement operations. So, like so awesome, right? So at Winaco, it's like, cool, great.
Why is it very difficult to impress this Judge Joe? I
really tried to work my delivery. Okay, but you have to choose.
You have to choose one. So who will it be?
Okay, it could be Deuce now.
Okay, Deuce. Do you want it to be a Deuce or should it be a winner? Oh, okay, so Deuce. Okay, it's both of us Deuce. Okay, 1 point each. Okay,
all right.
Alyssa, you go.
Okay, so this one, now there's the new robot fire extinguisher. Do you think it's a robot that puts out fire lah? So it's a video.
Okay.
Okay, so James, I feel like I'm not going to win.
Okay, go, just go.
So James Peng says, no need to go reservist now.
Okay, that was a little laughter, but okay, this is funny. Okay, so again, this is about Desmond Quek and his tenure, right? So the headline was Desmond Quek's tenure at SMRT. A detailed look. Okay, I think he knows. I think he knows where this is going. So Kenneth Chong says a derailed look would be a better title. Alright, I got the point! Ooh, okay.
It was good.
Okay, so 2 points to me. That means I win, right, technically?
No,
you could have win. Okay. Last one.
Get ahead of yourself.
Okay.
I know that excitement.
Okay, I'll go. Okay. So the cast of Avengers Infinity War revealed that the Soul Stone is actually right here in Singapore. Now, which means Thanos is coming here, right? And then Luminin Lim says, obviously it's jam at Jurong. How come nobody posts until now?
Oh no, I think I'll lose it. Okay, so mine. Okay, so MasterChef Singapore judges are announced. So they announced the 3 of them. Why? I checked very confused. I don't know whether I will win or not. Because okay. Stephen Tan says, here comes crispy porridge.
So the winner is... You got to show.
Wow!
Yes! Finally! Weeks after weeks. I'm sorry, Alyssa. I am now the champion of Top Facebook Comment. Thank you so much, Judge Joe. Thank you. You got to be careful.
Yep.
Okay.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Feels good to finally win, Alyssa. Yeah, I like this Judge.
I'm glad you know how it feels like to win in life.
Oh, shade 101. Okay. We need to get this Judge Joe back again next week. Yeah, the same one. Now we hope you guys have enjoyed this week's Hangout with ST. For more news and videos, you can log on to our website, that is www.straitstimes.com.
And you can also follow us on our social media platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. It's all there.
And Facebook as well. And remember to keep your comments coming in, because certainly we want to watch. So once again, she's Alyssa.
And he's Hairianto.
Goodbye. And see you next week.
And stay dry.
Stay dry.